People ask me quite often about sustainability and the ecological issues of Stattys, and therefore I thought let me give my thoughts about that. And the second question that often will be asked is Stattys reusable? And so I will talk about that a little bit as well. So let's start with the ecological issues. And what we have here is a material. The material is polypropylene, PP. It's called, and it's as you can see, you know, it's a very thin material that doesn't take much space, so that's quite nice. It's the second most produced plastic after polyethylene. Polyethylene has the letters abbreviation of PE, and polypropylene the PP. And it is quite often used in packaging and food. You know, in the kitchen we have the sink is full of plastic from food almost every day. So it's a plastic. Okay, so some oil in it, and that's something that we have to cope with it. But I think the next important issue is about the recyclability and what to do it with the Stattys after they have been in use. So it is fully recyclable, and there's this sign 05 inside the triangle and the PP underneath that shows that it's fully recyclable. So what happens and what should you do after you've used them? If you have to throw them away, or if you want to throw them away. Therefore, the interesting. So really where it belongs to is obviously, because it's recyclable material, it belongs to the waste bin that is used for reusable materials. Not every country, not every city, not every place has it, but if you have it, that's definitely the place where it belongs. So if you don't have it, then the second best place to dispose it is just use the normal residual waste, where you put all the rest of your waste. Why? Because what happens to the waste, in most cases, in most countries I would believe, it's actually burned and it's turned to energy. So I think it's a quite nice end to the product, and it has the same heat value than coal. So burning it and turning it to energy, I think it's okay. Then about the reusability, when done right. So if you use these colorful sides, that's not, you cannot erase that. So if you would try, yeah, like in this case, okay, you would manage maybe to in this case, because I've used the Correctable, you could get it out a little bit, but then it turns white underneath. So it's not possible to erase the front side, let I call it the front side, the color side. But the first thing, what's really important is that I think is that, you know, don't throw them away. If you've used only the one colorful side and the white side is still empty, so don't throw them away, but collect them after the use and then use them again. And the thing how you can use them is this is an example of it. So I've built myself kind of a whiteboard table. Perhaps I'll tell in another story about that. But that's one possibility. So, you know, I can write on this table, and I can wipe it off, or I can write on Stattys Notes on the white black side with whiteboard marker. If I use the white backside, then I can use a dry erased whiteboard marker, and as you would see, you know, it's pretty easy to clean that if you use one of this is a normal whiteboard marker. So there's another thing that I really find nice. It's this Lumocolor. Hold on, so that's correct. So Lumocolor Correctable, and this is a nice thing. I've written all of these texts, so I can write on this side, but I can also write on the back side. So and it's not really easy to wipe it out, and that's the difference. It is not dry erasable. It is wet erasable. So I have here something that it's a little bit wet, and it's just so easy to erase that when it's wet. I would obviously only do this for Stattys Notes that you have already used once, and if you're using them on a table, because it's not a good idea to put them in contact with waters. You know, it could take the electrostatic charge away. But so this is something I thought could be nice and interesting. I find it interesting. And what do you do after that? Then obviously you should do a photo archive. So whatever you've done, you know, take a picture of it and put it away. And after that you just go erase and reuse these things. So now we need to take the wet one. So once more, let me show you how easy it is. So this was a short introduction to the sustainability and reusability of Stattys. My name is Mikko. I'm the founder of Stattys. Bye now.